Hello guys, welcome back to another video. After I paid a nice fellow tribute to one of my favorite musicians, Oliver Tree. That video got instantly copyrighted. I don't know what I was thinking. I am a complete dump, and I'm gonna just bleep that out. But I did not think that it was gonna. Well, I should have known, but I mean, yeah, I know no better. I just disobey all the time. Every time I disobey, I don't know why. But here we are, y'all. And dang, man, when I press record on these videos, I swear, man, it's something about getting lost in what to even say, because like I think so deeply at a level that like I'm so smart, like no other human can think like me, but I think like every other human does. So but I swear it's something in me, man, something about me. I feel like it's different. But who knows, man. But I'm sorry, that was a very, very weird start to the video. But welcome back to another video, you guys. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about I'm going to actually start a new series. It's called either Talks with Trey or Trey Talks. Yeah, speaking of Trey, no one ever calls me that. Because mainly everyone who knows me personally calls me by my nickname, Jay or Jalen. But Trey is my middle name. It's in my middle name. It's only 3 letters. It's T-R-E, not T-R-E-Y. It's T-R-E, Trey. B-N, but just take out the B-N and there's Trey. That's a nickname that I made for myself. Now, I'm not forcing anyone to call me Trey, but if you would like to call me that, for those people who do know me, I'm completely fine with that. Now, there's a lot of things there's not a lot of things. There's a lot of videos I gotta make, so I'm gonna get this one over with. But this one is not really important. It's really just about the life, like actual real life type stuff. So it's not serious. It's just about life in general. Now, we were all meant to be here for a reason, right? We were all born here and in this little earth. We don't even know how we got here, but we're here. We're living. We breathe every day. We find things that are interesting to us. We do things that pique our interests, and we follow those dreams and desires. Now, what if I told you that the older you get, it gets hard to find that fire of what you really want to do in life mentally, that passion you've had since you were little. For example, if I was little and I wanted to become an NBA player, the first thing you would think is, okay, it's going to be intense training, obviously, but you have to just be overly dedicated, right? Yeah. But the thing is, when you get there, you realize that your chances are just slowly going against you. Like, the older you get, the longer you wait, and the longer you miss opportunities, and you're too late to actually get in the NBA. It's like, it sucks, so now you have to recalibrate and go over a few things that you might have missed, or dang, did I do anything wrong? Now you gotta start checking boxes like, man, did I train hard enough for this? Because I mean, it could be that intense that you have to be so numb to a point where it's almost like everything around you doesn't even exist, and you are just solely focused on your goals. And that's the main thing about having a goal, is that if you have a goal, you strive for the goal that you want to strive for, and you get better at striving for it by doing the smallest things. And I never knew that the smallest things in life are really the big bangs in life, if you know what I mean. But they're just the cause and effect of every situation that always has a reason to come back. And then suddenly it's a miracle. You actually make it in the NBA. And now you have a story to tell. And that's normally how legends are born. It wasn't overnight. It took practice, dedication, and waking up every day and loving yourself through all of that chaos, because it gets really emotional when you're doing it by yourself almost, and it feels like everyone's doubted you, everyone's turned against you, everyone thought he's not gonna make it, he's going nowhere, this is going nowhere. And then your mind is wondering and pondering on the fact that, why did I even pick up a basketball in the first place? Why did I even choose this sport? And that's why I'm gonna start this series, guys. I didn't really give you guys a name because I was yapping, but that's besides the point. This video is about understanding the game. Now, what is the game? You may say, Trey, what is the game? Now, a game is it's a game you play, right? With a console. You have the console. You have the construct of the game that starts the game, and you have the controller. You are the controller. The console is the program of essentially life itself. And you know how they say life is not fair. That's basically saying, well, the program isn't fair. The way life is the way it was designed. It's not fair. So you end up thinking, as the player, the one who has the controller, you start thinking, well, where am I gonna go if the game isn't fair? I mean, I wanted to do something that I like, but the things that I like doing, there's no opportunities for me to get there. And now it's like, all of a sudden, a long shot of victory, and my dreams and goals are just out of the window. It's gone. There's just no way. It's impossible for me to feel truly happy to do something that I love in the game. But it's not about doing something you love in the game. It's about understanding the game. And that's what I'm trying to get you guys to talk about. That's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. That's what I'm trying to talk about. That's what I want to say. So understanding the game, it's pretty complicated, but it's also very complex. It's literally what it is. Understanding the game is trying to understand the game that you're playing, called life. Now, the game, we didn't even talk about the game we were playing, but the game of life is understanding the game of life. It's understanding all the problems of life. So anything that you're going through, you have to pick up your controller and play your best, because you can only play the game one time. And to understand the game is to learn the controls. That's a good one right there, right? Understand the controls of every game you play. Because in this game of life, you can only play one time. And everywhere you go can lead you either the right way or the wrong way. But whichever way you go in the game, make sure it is a option from the heart. Because if you choose from the brain, you're gonna go some places you never wanted to go. So make sure every decision you make is really, truly tender and kind-hearted. Because if it's not from here, then you're just blindly making a decision that can lead you somewhere. You die, or you make a mistake, and that's fine, because we all make mistakes, right? So it's not okay to make a mistake. You may tell me, or you may be like, oh, I made a mistake, and you know that we've all made mistakes, and that is the line right there that everybody obviously knows, but you know, they just walk away like, oh yeah, we all make mistakes. Because you know, we do. We're humans. We're not machines. We're not designed to be all-knowing and foresighting and predicting futures, and I don't know, AIs, if I want to say that, because I mean, AI is already taking over the world anyway. So I think we're already prepared for what's about to happen in about 100 years from now. I won't be alive, but it sure is good to make videos before that even happens, which is what I'm doing right now, because no one's gonna see this except maybe my parents when they go through my channel when I'm dead, whenever that'll be. Maybe it's soon, maybe later, maybe it's tomorrow, I don't know. They will see everything that I made, and then they will be like, oh, this guy was just a regular person just trying to find what the meaning of life was. And yeah, you know, regular stuff. And then life will continue, and then they will forget about me 20 years later. Who knows? I don't know. But when we die, we die. And, you know, understanding life, or what the game is that, you know, when you die, it says continue or quit or restart. You have 3 options in understanding the game. When you fail, you can either continue, you can either try to restart and try to fix the situation, or you can just move on. You can quit. You can quit and move on and try to, you know, be better. And that's what the game is about. In my terms, trade terms, you know. What I'm saying is not philosophical. It's not wisdom. This is all from my mind, because my mind's telling me to do this. So I'm going to say the words that I need to say right here, right now, for you guys to understand me. Because, folks, I'm telling you, when you get older, it really starts to feel like a game. And you start thinking nothing is real, but this is real. Like, I mean, I can't even believe it. I'm here. I have skin. I have a face. I have glasses. I won the race. But to play this game is major, man. It's major, because I haven't even understood all of what life is really like outside of the US, outside of traveling, outside of relationships, outside of making new friends, outside of losing friends, outside of pain, resentment, and loss of identity, outside of everything that has fallen apart, or all the opportunities that have passed, and every possibility of me seeing versions of myself that would be 40 times more successful than me being in this room right now, instead of being with people who are more connected to jobs that can help me, you know, or help me be successful. Like, I mean, I don't really know how to say it, man. And this is only part 1 of understanding the game. Now, I was gonna make a series, but honestly, I don't know if I should. I think I want to just say it all in one video. But I might make a series with this. I might not. I don't know. But what I do know is that understanding the game, y'all, is quite frankly one of the hardest things to understand when you're playing alone. You know, there's always a 2-player. Sometimes, and those 2 players could be you or a friend that you really trust. But when it's just you playing the game, you're on your own, and you make the decisions on whichever direction you want to go in this game of life. And all that is up to you. So, understanding the game it's hard, but it's super complex. As an individual playing the game, it's harder because without a pair of 2, it is harder for one to succeed, if not by 2 people with 2 different minds that share the same connection in relation to wanting to be successful. And having a partner who is like that, who wants you to be successful, is amazing. It is really a blessing for having a friend like that, man. A friend that wants you to be the best version of yourself. So, y'all, that is understanding the game. Understanding the game is literally opening your mind into really thinking, what can you do today to change the game? Understanding the game is living by the laws of the world we live in and realizing that we are all humans, not AI programs, but we are trying to understand how to live and breathe as humans functioning in a world and in a society with laws that we have to abide by, and not fearing if we ever do make a mistake that we will be happy with whatever results we get. And it may not be happy all the time. You know, you may lose the game, but in life you lose, but that doesn't mean you die. You keep going. When you die in the game, you keep going. You press continue. When you die in Super Mario, you have an option. It literally shows you the option. Quit, continue, or restart. I don't know how it is. Maybe it depends on which Mario game you're playing. But you keep going, y'all. Whether it is with Mario or whatever game you're playing, you still only have one life. But when you play the game, having 3 lives is an amazing opportunity. Because those 3 lives that you have, they mean everything. So, always keep your lives protected. Because, especially if it's your family's lives, just be highly aware of whatever happens to you if you feel disoriented or disconnected from the game that we live in, because it really feels like it. It feels like you're playing. It feels like you're playing GTA 6. I was getting ready to say, well, I really want that game to come out because it's coming out this year. They've been really holding grudges against me, man, because I don't know if it's coming out this year or next year. But yo, I'm telling you, it's really like GTA a little bit, doesn't it? It seems like it, because in GTA you're really doing a lot of crime, but if you look outside of GTA, like look around, it's almost like the world we live in. So That's really the reference I was trying to make right there. So you guys, I hope you guys enjoy this video. And this is only part 1 of understanding the game. I hope I talked about everything I need to talk about for part 1, because there may not be a part 2. But honestly, y'all, thank y'all for 10,000 views on the channel. We're almost at 20,000, and oh my gosh, I am so happy, y'all. Like, words can't even tell me. I can't even speak. Bro, I can't express to you guys like how much that means to me to have 10,000 views, 10,000 people watching me. Like, I'm shaking right now. Like, I'm shook ones, part 2. I'm glad you guys will stay on this road with me on my journey of playing and understanding the game of life. So I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.